Boy up, it's D&D in the building. Purdue power, no ceiling. Yeah. Double D back, that's Derek and Dalton. Talking gold blood, Mackie been molten. Black and gold dreams, banners we folding. Paint crew loud, every rim gets swollen. Stats so clean, you think it's a scheme. History books get per the screen. From humble to E-Day, legends on replay. We run through Mars like it's just another weekday. Double the energy, talking that legacy. Boiler boys cooking, no recipe. Microphone magic, rivalry static. We breaking it down, keep it cinematic. You want the heat, better tune in fast.
Hello, welcome back to the Double D Podcast. My name is Derek, and as always, this is my co-host Dalton. Just want to remind everybody, hit that like and subscribe button, share with your friends. We have a show coming up on Friday, just a quick plug, kind of an around the horn style game show. It'll either get released Friday night or sometime Saturday. We have some other podcast hosts coming on, so it should be a really good time, so keep an eye out for that. And we're really excited about that. But for this one, we are going to preview Purdue's upcoming game on Saturday against the Oregon Ducks at Mackey Arena. I believe it is the T-shirt game from what I saw on the socials. So if you're going to the game, enjoy that T-shirt. I will not be there. But 1 o'clock game on CBS against a just completely decimated Oregon team. This is a team a lot of people liked early on in the season before they got just ravaged by injury. Just to, hit the fly in the room, I guess. These players are out for them. Jackson Shellstad out for the season, their best player. Nate Biddle, their center, who was the second best player, out for the season, or at least indefinitely with a foot ankle injury. Ege Demir out for the season with a shoulder injury. Devin Pryor out indefinitely with a groin. Takai Simpson, questionable, but more than likely not going to be playing a ton. He did return for the Iowa game, I believe, but obviously hobbled. So they are a shell of what they could have been for this season. They are 1-10, I believe, in the Big Ten, 8-14 on the season. Just not a good basketball team, if we're just being really honest about it. They had potential, but with the amount of injuries, this would be similar to Purdue losing Braden, TKR, CJ, and another guy. I mean, it's literally that serious when it comes to like who's out on their team. They have walk-ons playing legitimate minutes on this team at this point. So we're going to keep this recap relatively quick. For us, that could mean 30 minutes, but we're going to do our best here. They just in context, and then I'll let you kind of give your thoughts on them. They have not lost a game. They haven't won a game in a while. They haven't lost a game by less than 10 points since they played Rutgers on January 5th, and they lost to Rutgers by 3 in overtime. That's where this team's at. Their last victory was, I think they're on an 8-game losing streak, so 9 games ago. Their best victory on the season was the first game of the season against Hawaii, where they needed a buzzer beater to beat the 99th ranked team on KenPom. That is their best single win of the year. Dalton, what are your initial thoughts on Oregon? Do you have anything, about them? Is there anything whatsoever that they can do to maybe even keep this inside of a 10-point game?
No. I hate West Coast teams, and I really hate Oregon. I don't think there's anything they can do. I literally think it would take a IU fire alarm poll to lose this game. But I have been surprised in the past, and Purdue has Purdued in the past. A guy just brought up to me the FDU loss today, and I said, "Oh, we're still talking about this, huh?" I mean,
I thought we righted that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you make a natty and lose to probably the best team of all time, but still can't get away from it. Honestly, Oregon sucks. They were gonna suck with Shellstat and Biddle anyways. Purdue beat them last year with those guys. I don't like them. I don't like the West Coast teams because then we have 10 p.m. tip-offs. I wish they would go away. if you're going to make a super conference, at least get good teams. Yeah, sure, they contribute in football, but they've never really won anything of, real value even in football. Seems like they choke out every year in that too. All we hear about all year is how good they are. But this is a basketball podcast. They suck. They beat Oregon State, which I can't imagine how god awful they are. This is like the rivalry between, two idiot cousins at a family reunion. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's pretty bad. I'm not as much of a hater of the West Coast teams, although I would much rather have had like Gonzaga and Utah State join the Big Ten. They just or UConn, but they don't have football programs, so they're not going to ever do that.
Right.
So this is what we get. We get just a depleted team that was probably, like you said, going to finish middle of the Big Ten if everyone stayed healthy. At this point, they are tied with Penn State, I believe, as the worst team in the Big Ten. Not anybody really picked them to be that preseason, but that's where we're at. That's where we've gotten to. This team does, I mean, you look through their KenPom numbers and all their numbers, they do almost nothing well. They don't have a single guy shooting like even anywhere near 40% from three. They're just overall a team that just feels like they really are. They want this season to end. I'm sure Dana Altman wants this season to end. The lucky thing for Dana Altman, as far as like, you might say he's on the hot seat because they have a ton of money there, is that all his players are injured. So what are you going to do? Not that they were very good anyway, but he does have that out at the moment. So my biggest thing with them, the only redeeming quality they have is they're a decent offensive rebounding team. Outside of that, you can look through all the stats and you could be hard pressed to find anything that you would even like kind of be impressed with. It's literally that bad. So, I think that for Purdue in this game, following up a game where they just won by 30, this is probably a worse team. I mean, this team lost to Rutgers, and
They
Rutgers, I
beat
believe.
Maryland, dude. Chill out.
Yeah, they did beat Maryland,
By 10.
but that was when they had some other players. I think at this point they would probably lose to Maryland, but in the end, it's still a basketball game. It's still a Division I basketball game. It's a Big Ten basketball game. It's on CBS. I'm sure CBS is not thrilled with how Oregon's turned out for this time slot to be on a Saturday on CBS, but this should be a game Purdue comes in and handily wins. Could be a feel-good game for a lot of the guys. Our guys coming off the bench, Jakari, Omer, DJ, Benter, these guys are better than the starters on the Oregon team. So this could be a game where even when our subs come in late, if they do, the lead continues to grow and extended. So I could really see this being a 30 to 40 point win. It should be a 30 to 40 point
I'm
win.
going to correct you. You said late.
Yeah.
I think I think we'll probably be about 18 minutes left in the second half when they pull Braden. I wish they wouldn't because we really need some assists for that record. We're kind of falling behind pace and it's getting to scary times where we need a lot of postseason games, not saying that it can't be done, but saying that it's a toss-up in March and you don't know. So we need to get that average down to about 8 soon.
Yeah, I heard the Sleepers preview, and they were like talking about this could be a crazy assist game, and I would agree if he wasn't going to play 21 minutes. Now he might get 14 assists in 21 minutes. I could see it happening, but I think this is a game where they do the old Braden get to 10 assists and then you're done.
It felt like Maryland game, like nobody wanted him to get assists. Like they all
it's
hated
felt like
him.
that for a while now.
I'm like, Jesus, somebody make a shot, dude. This dude is setting you up like golden ticket style, and nobody wants to make a shot. It's like Jakari missed like 2 or 3 on assists from him. What are we doing?
It used to always feel like if Braden passed you the ball, it was going in. Now it's like these guys are almost intentionally missing with whenever he gets them the ball. So
in this game, it should be only Braden to Clough or TKR. That's it. Everybody, you stand in the corner, and if you're open, you get a shot. But if not, we're running horns for TK and Clough.
Yeah, I wanted to just to really emphasize, where this Oregon team is. I just wanted to run through some of their stats. Their tempo is 280th in the country, so they don't play fast. Um, they their effective field goal percentage, which basically combines your twos and your threes, is 260th in the country. Bad. Their turnover percentage is 254th, so they turn it over, and that was with Shellstad. So now he's gone. Their lead ball handler is gone, so that's going to only get worse. Their 3-point percentage, 253rd in the country, 2-point 50 or 238th in the country. Free throw shooting, 209th in the country. Their block percentage, 206. Steal percentage, 286th. I mean, it is down the line. 2-point percentage is 284th. Like, they're statistically somewhere in the 200 range if they didn't play a power conference schedule. The only thing propping them up is their strength of schedule is incredibly high. So that really helps their overall net rating. But
They're
this team has
115
nothing.
in the net.
Yeah, and
0-9 versus quad 1, 0-4 versus quad 2, 2-1 versus quad 3, and 6-0 against quad 4. So essentially, they are a quad 4 team.
a good quad 4 team.
Yes,
That's what they are.
the top of the top.
They could probably make it competitive with some of what was that team Purdue played earlier this year? Like an Illinois State. That's
Illinois
their
State
level.
is rated higher than them.
Yeah,
Don't
there you
you
go.
throw shade on Illinois State like
I apologize
that,
for that, Illinois State.
Akron is 53rd, 50th in the net. So if that tells you anything, I mean, we played Akron pretty tight and they're tough, but
I know it's weird to say, but this Oregon team is one of the worst teams in the Big Ten, maybe the worst, and that's abnormal. I mean, it's not normal. I just saw Jeremy Fears also kick a guy in the nuts just now. So hate that guy. Just a heads up. Whenever we get to the Michigan State, I absolutely hate that guy.
somebody should kick his ass, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, now
somebody
Izzo's
should
mad because his player kicked somebody in the nuts and got called out for it.
I'm serious. Somebody should beat that dude's ass. Mason Gillis wouldn't be having that.
Oh, dude, Mason Gillis would have already had this guy in a duffel bag and taken him
Or
outside.
Zach Edey, dude. Zach loves to stir the people up, so.
What drives me crazy, sorry, we're getting a little off topic. It's kind of that kind of preview.
How bad Oregon suck.
We're going to talk about Jeremy Fears Jr. Like, the thing that bothers me is he is a good player, yet he resorts to this crap. Like, I hate it. Was like the guy from Michigan last year. Like, why, like Vlad, like, why are we doing this when you're a good player? You don't have to do this shady ass shit, but
how about
here
dude
we
from
are.
Duke a few years ago?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, who was that? What was his name?
What's his name, man? That sound like a low-level ball knower right now. It's Grady something.
Oh, Allen?
Yeah, Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen, yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
nasty character.
Same thing. All right, let's get back to this. Let's not get too sidetracks here. I don't want this to go on forever.
I don't want to go over any more Oregon. Let's talk Purdue. What do we need to do?
I'm going to really quick just hit on who they have, just in case anybody wants to know. Because you're not going to know most of the players. Like, I watched one of their games, I don't know, maybe 3 games ago. I didn't know anybody on their team.
How bored were you?
Pretty bored. They do have a Kwame Evans. That's probably their best player. He comes from Montverde. So Kwame Evans Jr., by the way. He's 6'10", 220, 13 points, 7 rebounds. This is going to be their only real go-to guy when they need a bucket. He's a forward, small forward, power forward, athletic. He's a good player. Like, as far as like who's on their roster that has talent, he is one of them. He does not shoot threes very well. He's a bad free throw shooter.
His dad played at George Washington.
He does turn the ball over a lot. He's 30% from 3. So I expect Purdue just to play a deep drop in this game and go, let's see if you can do anything, because this is not a good shooting
switch
team.
everything?
No, not in this game. There's no reason to. We were just rolling along. This didn't have to be one of those. I think when we record these, though, instead of live, they can't hear it on the thing. So if you want to know, this idiot just hit the damn beat button again. And again, he just did it again. He's got a trigger finger like nobody else.
It doesn't go through on the recordings?
I don't think so on the recorded.
What a bummer, dude.
I know, it's sad. Sorry, Blake, you didn't get to hear that, but you do know that it is now, I think, 9 or 10-0. They do have a guard, Takai Simpson's 6'5", big guard, averages 12 a game. He leads the team in minutes. he's got a really high turnover percentage. The guy is not a great ball handler. He's a bad rebounder. This is a guy that you put like CJ or Braden on and just say, go steal the ball. Like he's weak with the ball. Sean Stewart's a 6'9" forward, 225 pounds. He's came from Ohio State and Duke, I believe. Wasn't good at either one of those. Probably why he ended up at Oregon. But he's averaging 7 points a game, 5 rebounds. So pretty decent rebounder. He does start now that Biddle is out. He was backing up Biddle. Decent rebounder. That's really his main thing. He has no range. He shot 1 3 on the year. He did make it, but has 1 3 on the year.
He's 100%. You watch how you're talking about him.
Yeah. Only guy on the team that is over 35%, I believe, and it's on 1 attempt. So turns the ball over a lot. You can foul bait him a little bit. Like I expect this guy to get some foul trouble when Braden does his little pump. Then they have a guy with a great name. Love this name. If I could rename myself instead of Derek, I'd be Desdrick. Desdrick Lindsay, 6'6", 200 pounds. He was from Florida Southwest CC. Okay, I don't know if that's D1, D4. Not even sure.
Columbia City.
It may not even be a real place.
It's Florida
Southwest
City.
Columbia City.
Yeah, dude.
It's like completely made up, I think. It's like one of those schools, like if you ever watched the movie Accepted, where they made up a school so that they could get money from their parents or whatever.
Ask me about my wiener.
Good defender, though. He's their best defender. He'll probably guard Braden, I'm guessing, long. Terrible score. Inefficient. Doesn't do anything well. And then my favorite player for them is Wei Lin. He is Chinese. He comes from, Xiamen, China. Also, Nanjing Monkey Kings was his team. The Monkey Kings. So if you want to know where COVID came from, right here's where COVID came from. Wei Lin.
Don't put that on Wei Lin.
Sorry, Wei. I like this guy, actually. I think he's a cool player. So we'll see how he does in this game. He's not really a fit. He's shooting 32% from the field and 26% from 3, but his style's kind of fun to watch. Other than that, they got a couple other guys. Jamari Phillips is a kind of reserve guy. I just want to try to say this name. Oleksandr Kobazishtiki. He's from Ukraine, from Mega Basket. If anybody follows the guy that I think was this wasn't the guy that was supposed to go to IU from Mega Basket, was it?
I don't know.
think it was, but they had a guy that was from there. But Mega Basket does bring quite a few players over here. This is not one of the good ones. He doesn't do much. And last guy is Drew Carter and Eve Vuitton, both of which are basically non-existent. I say all this just to say you probably don't know any of those names because they're all bad. And the only ones that are pretty good are the first couple I mentioned, and even them wouldn't start on Purdue's team. So interesting lineup here. But yeah, let's get into Purdue. That's your rundown on Oregon. I'm sorry you had to sit through that breakdown of those players, but we have to do at least some due diligence here. What do you want to see from Purdue in this game? Obviously, let's just say a win is expected. Within that victory, what do you want to see? We'll go through each player, what we want to see, but from Purdue as a whole, what are you looking for?
A run out. Run them out of the gym, dude. Make them miserable. Maryland, but at home, we played terrible in Mackey this year. Like, honestly, it hasn't been our greatest place. We've actually, I don't know statistically, I'm not looking, but feels like we play better on the road this year, and it's weird. So I'm gonna need, like Raftery says, to get them puppies going on Saturday. Want to see them kill them on the boards. I just want to see an all-together routing, just pure dominance. Like, not very often an Oregon team's going to come to town this bad. So put belt to ass. And, nobody's going to, like, talk about this game, but give them a reason to talk about it. Like, say Purdue's back because they beat them so bad. Like, I noticed that Iowa only beat them by 18. Why not beat them by 30? Like, real routing.
40.
Yeah, I mean,
50.
Run it up. Like, you see Nebraska beat them 90-55. Now, that, even against a bad team, a D1 team, is something to talk about.
Like, well, and you can juice your numbers a little in a game like this.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan beat them by 10, so the transitive theory, if you spank their ass by 40, then people are going to go, well, I mean, people still tried to write off the Maryland win because it's Maryland, but I mean, that was a BTA right there. It was pure dominance, and these are still D1 players. Like, just because the Pistons are idiots and traded away Jaden Ivey, they still have professional basketball players. It's the same with college. These are kids that have trained their entire lives to play the sport. So, when you can flex your fist and pound a team, go ahead. That's what I want to see out of Purdue.
Yeah, very similar. I mean, we start the Saturday basketball show, and we started off like go dominate a victory, so I can sit down and I can watch Duke and North Carolina, Illinois, Michigan State. I can watch all these games, not giving a crap, and go, man, I hope Michigan State beats Illinois because that really opens the door up a little bit for Purdue. Kind of that kind of idea. I don't want there to ever be a doubt. I don't want this to be a 9-point game at half. Like, be up 20, like 50-30, something like that, or 40-18.
No reason.
Dominate this game early and often. That's what I want. I don't care if we win by 20 or 40. I mean, I would rather be 40, but I want to be up 20 quickly. Like, this should be hey, locker room speeches. Braden, TKR, Fletcher, I don't want to play you in the second half. So go show me why I shouldn't have to. Go out there and set the tone early so I can get Jack Benner and I can get Liam Murphy and Omer Meyer 25 plus minutes each so they can really get their feet wet and get feeling right. And because I think that our subs can come in this game in the second half and blow them out, maybe even more than the starters do. Just because they're hungry, they're trying to prove a point. And this just needs to be an extenuation of what happened at Maryland. Like, Purdue's got to keep this train rolling. We can't take a step back and make this interesting and fumble around with our food. Like, bury them early, bury them often, and just come out like you're about to play Michigan. Because after this game, this is kind of a weird, I don't want to say look ahead because this team is just not even good enough for that, in my opinion. But you go to Nebraska Tuesday. Like, leave no doubt. Get your guys some rest. Leave no doubt. You got Nebraska Tuesday, followed by a crazy stretch, okay, where that includes Michigan, Michigan State, IU, at Iowa. Like, this game, you don't want stress unneeded in this game, so just go do it.
Yeah.
All right, what are your keys to this game? Is it
My
just
keys
walk across
to-
the street?
Leave your apartment. No, I would say, like, in order to achieve what we really should in this game, which is a ass whooping, we're gonna have to do some things. I want to see Clough show up. It's been a couple of games that have been sort of down for him. It'd be a nice bounce back, getting ready for a miserable 5-game stretch where my heart rate's probably gonna suffer. So I need Clough to be ready to roll for that. It'd be a good confidence game for him. I'd like to see TKR hit the boards, just kind of build that in as, like, almost a discipline to his game as we roll into this. I'd like to see Fletcher continue to shoot. He's been trash and Mackey this year. I just play to your level. Don't play down to their level, Wake up, eat a breakfast, and go kick Oregon's ass.
Yeah, definitely less analytical than my keys to the game, but equally as efficient and right. So I always do 3 offense, 3 defense. So offensively, their front court obviously without Biddle is thin, and I don't mean thin physically, like size wise. I just mean they don't have a lot of depth. They don't have a lot of size. So exploit that front court in the paint, like you said. Get it to Clough, TKR. Even this could be a huge DJ game. These guys that they have are 6'9" ish, 6'10", and they're not like, first, second, third team type of players. Like, these are, you're about to go up against some really good bigs, and this is not one of those games. So exploit those guys, kill them in the paint, just kill them in the paint. Number 2 is to crash the offensive glass. Again, like you mentioned earlier, rebounding to me will be what I'm looking for the most in this game. You should kill this team on the glass, especially like the defensive glass. But when you do miss, this should be a 50% rebounding game. Everything you miss, you should rebound half of it. Like, that's how I feel. So if we say we miss 25 shots in this game, we should have 12 or 13 offensive rebounds. That's how I feel. And we should give up less than 5. Like, this team doesn't shoot a ton of threes either. And when they do, they miss them. So, like, that's the only thing you might see a little bit on their end. And then shoot confidently from the perimeter. Like, we just saw a game where Fletcher breaks out. Okay, that's great. I want to see that continue, of course. But, like, I'd like to see CJ get it going from 3, Jakari get it going from 3. I want to see Braden put up 4 or 5 threes in this game. This is a get right kind of game from a shooting standpoint. You're at home. We haven't shot the ball at all very well at Mackey. Shoot it confidently. Be aggressive. Like I said in the recap, like, I want to see 30 3-point attempts every game from Purdue. So get Benter going. Like, Benter and quietly hasn't been good at all in conference play. Just that back jack, click, clack. Nobody heard that, but that's what he did. He did the boom, boom, bang. Yeah, get Jack going, get CJ going. Let's knock down some shots. This could be a 14-15-3 game. Let's see it happen. Defensively, pretty simple. Pressure the ball, force turnovers. This team is one of the worst in the country at committing turnovers. I know Purdue's not a huge turnover team, but CJ, Jakari, Braden, like, go get them. Force the action. Be the aggressor on defense. Don't let them be the aggressor. You be the aggressor. It's kind of like when you watch an MMA fight. The guy who's walking down the other guy, especially if he's a better fighter, generally is going to win that fight if it goes down to a decision because he's being the aggressor.
Right.
Deny entry passes, and my big thing is on this is like, from a defensive end standpoint, deny entry passes, but also do so by playing drop coverage. These shooters are not good. There's no reason to be out there high hedging, all that Like, I think we learned against Maryland, we played a lot of drop. I think that's the way we should be playing basketball.
Right.
It doesn't have to be 100% drop, but 80% of our defensive game should be drop coverage. If a team's going to knock down 18 threes on us, let's make sure we get every single rebound because we're playing drop. Let's make sure that they're not getting anything inside. That's what we did with Edie. Those teams were susceptible to 3-point barrages, but we got every rebound, and nobody was scoring in the paint. So you can still beat a team who makes 18 threes if they only get 10 points from 2. That's only 64 points. You're also not fouling when you do that. So, last thing, box out, limit second chances, obviously rebounding. So I think we both kind of agree that rebounding is what we're really looking for. We both expect us to dominate, I think, but rebounding is what I really want to see against the team you should do it against.
Those are good keys, man. It's just come out. You just got to go do your job. And this game falls into place. If everyone does their job that they know they're supposed to do, like, I don't even think bad shooting could lose this game for us. Like,
no, do your job, and bad shooting is irrelevant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe you only win by 25 instead of 40.
When we get in this prima donna phase and we think we're better than we are, that's when teams like this creep up, dude. And, like, you play a game like Akron where people are sweating their balls off watching it, and I just really don't think it should be that, but I don't, dude. Would you honestly be surprised? Like,
all year, no. In this game, yeah. Like, from what I've seen metrically, from what I've watched, the 3 times I've watched Oregon, yes, I would be surprised. Like, they're that bad. Like, if that happens, 1, I'm going to be surprised, and 2, like, the pain and disappointment of the 3-game losing streak and what that did to my mental won't be as bad as if, say, we win this game by 8.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is worse than losing any of those 3 games. Like, this is, without question, this might be the worst team we've played all year, including what we call our bye games. Like,
our bye games,
they're bad.
Tough this year, bro.
Yeah, Eastern Illinois was probably the worst team that we played.
Yeah.
Maybe Kentucky. I don't know how good they are, but
we almost 60-pieced Eastern Illinois. So
exactly. I mean, it could happen.
Oregon. I mean, we beat Rutgers by 16, and that was probably closer than it should have been. To be honest with you, I mean, when our bench comes in, it's like, you see these games kind of get closer than they should be, and I don't think that should happen with our bench. Like, I'm not understanding why it happens. Like, our bench is, I would say, if they're firing, as good or close to as good as our starters, and that's a hot take right there, but
I think minus Braden. Like, Braden with our bench is fine to me.
yeah, but give me West. Put
Well,
West
yeah,
on
but
that
we don't
bench
have
lineup.
him.
Well,
Like,
they
my
need
thing
to
with
pull his red shirt. I'm sick of it.
my thing with Purdue's bench is if you look at the bench, Jack, Jakari, Omer, DJ, to me, even if you include Omer, there's no true go get yours guy. Omer can do it, but when he does it, it is so iso ball. Like, there is no doubt he is shooting it. And most of the time it's a mid range, which is not a very effective shot in college
I'd say
basketball.
Jack could go get his own. I think he just plays so squarely within the offense that
Yeah.
you forget that dude
Oh, he's a
in
getter.
high
He's a
school
getter.
was a nasty baller. Like, he would cross fools up and then pull up from 40 feet, like, or go tear down a rim. Um, I think people forget that. I think Jack is just a good boy, and he plays within the offense so that he gets minutes.
Yeah. Well, he's got hair like a good boy, like a golden retriever.
That's
So
what I'm saying is, like, yeah, you know how Painter is, like, you play within the system or you find your ass on a seat, and
yeah.
I think that's sometimes I think it limits guys because
Oh,
even
yeah.
watching Ethan Morton's high school tape, like, the dude was a getter. I
He
mean,
was.
he'd cross, he'd pull up, and then it just dead, gone. So
Yeah, it's what Painter always says. If you're not one of the one to three best players on this team, you're not getting it. Like, that's just how it
crazy.
goes.
Player
Let's jump.
regression is a real thing on this team.
I think it also occurs to a lot. Like, you see a lot of these players that are at Duke, North Carolina, these kind of places that don't get minutes, and they go somewhere else and they're a star.
Yeah, but
Because
remember Aaron Wheeler, dude? Dude was
yeah,
a
but another
baller.
guy though that like reminds me of Brandon Newman, just couldn't get it done.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, but they go
guess what?
ball out.
If you shoot ball goes in,
Yeah.
you play.
It's
That's
like
my theory.
playing within a system isn't for everyone.
No,
Like,
there,
guys
there's
like
guys.
that, they're ballers.
Well, imagine growing up and every game you've ever played your whole life, you've been the best player on the floor and you always had the ball in your hand, and now you're the fifth option.
Yeah.
Like, that's got to be really hard. Like,
I'll tell
honestly.
you it is, man, because I know what that feels like.
Oh yeah, I know you do. Yeah, yeah. You've always been the best player, and
I'll cross your ass
sometimes
up right now, dude. Come on over. We'll
see,
find a gym.
you
You'll
don't
get
want that.
hurt, Mr.
You'll
Knees.
listen. I'll play you, but I can only play to 3
My
because
knee hurts.
my stamina is below that of my dog, who is an English bulldog and very, very out
And
of
I
shape.
work out every day.
Yeah, but if we're playing a 3, you're done, dude.
3.
Anyway, let's get into just this real quick, and then we'll go to like what we want to see from everybody and get out of here. What's one thing that if Oregon does this, I'm not even going to say they can win, but they are a D1 Big Ten basketball team. If they do this, they can keep this game close.
If they deliver poisoned food to Purdue's dorm rooms or apartments and Purdue has to forfeit, Oregon can win this game.
Wow,
That was pretty
yeah,
creative. I'll take some
that.
points.
I'll take some ding ding ding. You're getting prepared for our Friday show.
Yeah.
I would say the only thing I can even logically think of is if a terrible shooting team somehow knocks down 20 or more threes.
I thought you were going to say a terrible shooting happens, dude.
That could derail it a little bit too. But I won't say that. I won't speak that.
I was
into
like,
existence.
man, where's he going with this?
What's one thing if Purdue does this, we get the result we want?
Like I said, everyone do your job. Play your role. Run the sets. If it breaks down, give it to Clough every single time. So.
Or even TKR, you mentioned, during the last game, like sometimes TKR needs to get the ball and guys need to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, I'm going to email Lusk or whoever, Thompson, and I'm going to tell them, like, hey, when TKR's ISO, get Clough off that block, move him out. Get him out.
Yeah, that seems to be the only clunky thing that goes on is
I
sometimes
don't
there's
understand how they don't see it. Like, I guess maybe because 'cause I'm from a sky view and they're on the floor, but, like, get that other big and Clough might hit an 18-footer if he's open. I bet I think I saw some tape of him hitting those when he played for, North Dakota State, right?
yeah, did you see the other game where he shot one after the
People
foul and
wanna
it
talk about
fucking
that, dude,
bricked
and
so
I'm tired of
bad?
hearing he did that on purpose to hit that dude in the head.
That was
It's a
one of
little
the
Aussie fun. They did the land down under, he wanted it's, "Hey, mate, you feel that?"
Anyway, all right. Yeah, my only thing is if Purdue um doubles them up on the glass. That's what I would say. All right, let's get into what we want to see from everybody. What do you want to see from Braden in this game?
I need about 15 to 16 assists. No joke. Just don't
Yeah.
shoot. Just give it to TK or Clough and get your assist and get out of the game.
Yep, I was gonna say something similar. Get whatever the number is you're looking for from assists. Stay healthy, and don't let this be like a Minnesota Hummel year where something crazy happens in a game that doesn't matter. Um, just get out of there healthy and put up as many assists as you can in that time. What do you want to see from Fletcher?
I'm talking all this stuff about people shooting inside, but honestly, I'd like to see Fletcher go for the record.
I mean, what's life without contradictions? You know.
I'm a walking I mean, either we feed the post all day or Fletcher breaks the record. There, I fixed it.
Yeah, I would just like to see Fletcher continue the shooting, positive shooting regression, where he, I don't know that he gets 10 attempts in this game, but if he gets 7, let's go 4 for 7, 50% or better. I just want to see it keep going. And I want to see the same level of like how his shot looked in the last game because it looked different, visibly different than it has. What about TKR?
Yeah, probably about 12 rebounds and about 5 of those being offensive.
Yep. I think I want to see a big scoring game from Trey in this one. I think this is a perfect matchup for him to do that in. Their bigs are not going to want to get in foul trouble. And if he does go at them, they will get in foul trouble, which is what will completely shut their team down. So I think Trey could use it mentally, to go get a 20-point game out there and just really showcase what he can do. So that's what I want to see from him. What do you want to see from CJ?
Play your role. Find openings, get open. If people don't pass you the ball, play defense.
Yeah, let's knock down some corner threes. Let's knock down some shots. His shooting's been a little wonky. Getting good looks. They don't look bad. They're just not going in. So let's see some go in. Oscar Clough.
Double, man. We need it. Get back on the horse, bud. Uh, yeah, I know it's hard when there's so many options on this team sometimes, but at least in rebounding, you should be close to 10 every game. I mean,
Yeah.
it just should be standard, which last game we saw a lot more DJ, which makes it hard too because there's a third option. So I don't know. Get your boards and stay healthy, big boy.
Yeah, would like to see a little bit better defense. It's kind of been getting exposed recently, and he's getting pulled out. Let's get rid of that. Let's stop doing the pull him out thing. Let's just play drop. They want to pull him out. Good, shoot it. If your big guy is going to make 6 or 7 threes, great. So be it. Because guess what? He can't rebound out there, but Clough can if he's
Yeah.
staying in the paint. So do that. And yeah, 10 rebounds is a must in this game. This is absolutely a game he's been bad, not bad. I'm saying he's been bad rebounding for a few games. Let's get that back. Let's get the
Take it
rebounding back. I know.
easy, bro.
I'm just saying he hasn't been good, dude. He's like 3, 4, 3. Like, let's get the rebounds back. I'm not blaming just him. I think it's there's a whole lot of reasons as to why, but be better about that. Let's DJ.
DJ, 4 dunks. Like, I don't think he rolls hard enough. I think if he really ran the pick and roll hard, he would get a lot more oops from Braden because Braden's vision's elite. I just don't think he rolls hard enough because you don't even have to be close to the basket when you're his size. Like, watch some Zach Edey tape of how they ran that. Like, obviously, he has good hands too, but I don't want him catching it down there.
Yeah.
I want him to catch it 12 feet in the air and dunk it.
Yeah, I love that actually. I didn't think of that, but 4 dunks is a great number for him. I'll go. Let me see another confident 3. Um, that changes a lot of things for DJ if that starts going in regularly. Even 1 a game, even if he
It's
goes
a
1 for 2.
freaking laser shot.
Yeah, I mean when it's coming from above the
It's
brim,
coming
like
downhill,
yeah.
throws it down at the bucket.
I really like what you said though. I think that that's huge. You're correct. Very good call. Like when he picks, he goes to the basket, but it's almost like as if he doesn't think the ball's coming. Like you got to
Right.
cut like it's coming every time and just
Yeah.
go and make them throw it to you. And when they don't throw it to you, you run down the floor and you go, "Hey, dude, throw it up."
Yeah,
And
give me
guess
the
what Braden will
ball.
do? Braden will throw it to you next time. You better fucking catch it and dunk it.
Yeah, or he's
But
gonna yell.
yeah, but he'll throw it. So yeah, I like what you said there. It's better than what I said, but 100%. Let's go Jakari. He's had a couple good games. Definitely had a good last game. What do you want to see from him
Keep
Saturday?
rolling, baby. Get to the line, get downhill. He's a bumbler. It's like my brother played with this quarterback named Drake Richter, and when he would get going downhill, there was no stopping him, dude. He was a bumbler. That's what I called him. And he would bumble, and that's what Jakari needs to do. Stop with the pump fake. Your first step is quick enough to get at least some corner on somebody. Get to the bucket, and they will foul you, and you have fantastic free throw ability. So take advantage of it.
Yeah, not sure he needs to get on any dating apps. I think that's
Bumble.
what Bumble is. But
Oh, really? Huh. How do you know
um,
that?
I don't know. Did I partake
Oh my
in
god.
people
Busted.
watching? It's people watching is what it is. No, Jakari, yeah, I like that get downhill. I think that this is a team that turns it over a lot. So let's get out in transition. Jakari is probably our best at that. So get in transition, take it to the rack, dude. Like Dalton said, you're a great free throw shooter. Maybe the best free throw shooter on the team. Let's go to click clack, step back, Jack. I'll do the noise. Bow.
Um, I don't know, man. Honestly, just get back on the train for threes. Uh,
Yeah.
like they got to go down, or you can't just keep pulling 4 a game. Those are 4 shots we'll need at some point. So like you got to figure out how to either get more volume to get that percentage up, or stop shooting as many. I hate to say that about Jack Benner, but
Yeah, I'll never say that about Jack Benner. But I get where you're
Mhm.
coming from. It's
Yeah.
similar to like Loyer sometimes when he's
Well, it was
in a
when
slump.
Omer was shooting like trash. We
Yeah.
wanted him to stop shooting.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see from Jack in this game. I first off, my full belief in this game is that Jack will go on a 3 or 4 3 in a row run where he starts pulling up from crazy fucking distances. I think he might hit one from the logo in this game because if he's going to get some run in the second half, I got a feeling. And if he starts feeling it, watch out. That's where he gets. Now, quietly, he's shooting 25% from 3 in conference. Bad. We need that fixed. We need that fixed now. We need to fix quickly. If he's going to play an integral role on this team down the stretch, he's got to be able to shoot the 3 ball. That's why he comes in to stretch the floor, to be a different version of Purdue. So I think he will in this game. So that's what I want to see. I want to see him knock down some shots. And I want to see him play 20 minutes. Let him get some run. I'd like to see him get a little more facilitating run. Like, how about let Jack play like a weird power or like forward point position and run Omer off ball? I just want to see it. I think it'd be fun.
No chance.
Not gonna happen though. Yeah, I was about to say no chance. Lastly, let's go to Omer. What do you want to see from Omer in this game?
2 threes made.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
that
just want to.
is go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I want to see the same thing we've been seeing from him. He seems like he's getting more comfortable out there. Keep knocking down the shots. You know, like I think he's realized his role is this kind of like when he's in the game and it gets last 10 seconds of the shot clock, the ball's going in his hands and he's got to go make a bucket. And that's what he's good at. That's what he likes. That's who he is. So be that guy, do that. I'm done trying to convince myself he's going to get 5, 6 assists or something. I just don't think he's there yet from a passing standpoint, from a fluidity. He's our late shot clock scorer. He's our David Jenkins, you know?
I don't think
So
he'll ever need to be there, honestly, and a lot of people argue with me about this. Omer's not our starting point guard next year. He's not. I'll argue with anyone about it. I've watched Luke Hurtel play, and Omer is not the starting point guard next year.
They
This
play
is a
Noblesville this weekend.
Braden type of scenario.
Or maybe they play Noblesville tomorrow?
I don't know.
I thought I saw that they
But
played
I've
Noblesville.
never seen a kid with that high of a motor, and I'll say it a million times on here. I hope everyone's listening, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I am going to go full Newbert on everyone, and I'm gonna say I told you so.
Yeah, next year will be fun because there's a world where Omer doesn't start. If Ertl's that good, they might kind of just split 40 minutes, the two of them. And then you have, West, CJ, Jakari, and Weber, kind of splitting the rest, maybe a transfer. So be
I will
interesting.
say Omer's defense needs to get a lot better if he's going to start over Luke Ertel, because not only can the dude pull up from anywhere in the gym that he wants to, he is an elite defender. So
He's just a savage.
yeah, I
Like,
mean, he's big too. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
yeah.
So I mean, he's a big point guard.
And he's a lefty, which is always funky.
Yeah.
Always gives you a slight advantage. He's the guy that when you show up to the gym, you're like, oh, that guy's guard me, I got this. And then 2 minutes into the game, you're like, hey, coach, can we change? I don't want this guy on me. He won't leave me alone.
Can't guard him.
Like, you hate this guy. That's like you watch my son, 10 to 12-year-olds. There's always that one kid on the other team who, no matter what's happening on the court, he's this close to his guy, just hugging him. Like, he doesn't know anything else but stay with my man. That's the guy that I think Luke Ertel can be defensively. Like, he is a savage. All right, cool. Yeah, that's for me. From Omer, I just want to see him play. I think I said that. Continue what he's been doing. All right. We're 45 minutes into this quick preview. We cannot do it. We cannot, and it's mostly me, and I
There's a lot
apologize
of
for that.
Purdue ball to talk, man. That we don't have to stick to one
We took a little
subject.
hiatus, so I mean, sometimes we're just getting out other thoughts, and I'm sitting here. I'm actually watching Minnesota and Michigan State. Minnesota's about to beat Michigan State, proving what I've been saying all year, that Michigan State is a fraud.
Yo, who had Minnesota minus 15, dude?
Yeah. If you alt-line bet Minnesota minus, like, I think the max you could have done is probably
12?
7.5.
Really?
You're looking real good. Michigan State was favored this game by like 4 or by 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah.
So you can usually alt-line it like 12 points the other direction. But there's no way you could alt-line this much unless you exact score bet it. And if you exact score bet with this, or like margin bet it, like, I think Minnesota's going to win by 10 to 15, you probably would have got like plus 1,200. So you should have done that, because right now they're up 15 with 3 minutes left. They're probably going to win this game. Okay. Prediction time. Ken Palm has this as a 19-point Purdue win. I don't have it in front of me. I think it's 83 to 64, though, if I remember correctly. That's a memory right there, baby.
Yes.
Where do you have this falling in line? Like, to me, that seems like a way too small margin. But what do you see?
Yeah, I'm going to go with, we're going to treat this similarly to an Evansville, and we're going to go 86 to 54.
That's about the margin I was thinking. I think we probably get it to close to 40, and then the walk-ons probably get like 3 minutes in this game, 4 minutes. Now, Aaron Fine, when he gets out there, is going to see food, and he's going to go ham. But I can't tell you about everybody else. The problem is when we only have like 2 walk-ons or 3, like Jace Rail, Lusk,
Sam
and
King.
him. So with them, there's always going to be Benter and like DJ in the game.
King.
So like or Sam King.
Yeah.
No, didn't he redshirt?
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Maybe
I
he
thought we
did.
only had 3 true red shirts, including Aaron Fine.
Let's see.
Or not red shirts, walk-ons. I apologize.
I mean, Fine's the only one with any stats. So I know Jay Surreal is 0 for 2 this year.
Paul Lusk. I think Sleeper said this. This is a Paul Lusk game. He's making a bucket. I genuinely think that the walk-ons will get some time in here, and this could fall from like 38 to 32. So somewhere in that range. I'm going to go Purdue 94, Oregon 61. They probably score like 10 points in the final 4 minutes to get to 61. 30 some point. I think it's a 30 some point victory. Who's your player of the game in this game?
Clough's back, baby. Clough with a 14 and 11 performance with 4 offensive boards. It's player of the game. Write it up. give him Center of the Year, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award.
Yeah, let me go Trey Kaufman-Renn. Think he gets real close to a triple-double in this game. I'm seeing something like 18, 11, and 7 in my head. I'm feeling it. Like, I think Trey's back. I watched that Maryland video, and at the very end of it, if you listen closely, you hear Trey go, "We're back, baby." And I went, "Oh, no, that means Trey's back." Because Trey's mind is back to feeling like he's good again.
Yeah.
And he didn't have like a spectacular game, so I do feel that's my pick for player of the game. Any final thoughts on this game? What you what you want to see, or if you want to plug again? You kind of set up this thing we have going on Friday, so if you want to tell the people a little bit about what we're doing on Friday, if they're still here, they're obviously an OG.
Yeah, I miss the show Around the Horn, dude. Grew up every day after school. I would
I
go
love
home
that
and
show.
watch Woody Page and all them dudes, and it was always just a good time. And I like a lot of our Purdue podcast and a lot of sleepers. We all kind of tiptoe in the same spaces. We all do things a little bit differently, but it's all kind of the same. So, just thought we go out on a limb, invite a couple other podcasts, a couple of our viewers onto the show, and we're going to go through some topics. It's basically a state of college basketball, and Derek will be the host and give out points per the answers, and we'll see who comes out on top. If I don't, I quit this show. So it's been nice to know all of you.
Yeah, and there's no chance he's winning if I'm the decision maker here. I did want to tell Rick Morty, you'll be happy if you're still listening to this. I will be talking very little on that show because I am just asking the questions and letting people answer. So you'll be happy to know
Derek
that it's going to be
very little to his family.
yeah,
Rick
to my family. It'll be interesting to see how I handle that because I'm gonna have a really hard time not responding to anybody. I mean, I'll give my brief comments as to why
I told you
picked the
you
winner.
should have been in the game to let me host it.
Dude, no. Once you told me there was a time limit, I was out. Dude. Because what if I get to the best part of my point and I've already went 60 seconds? I was gonna ask you, do you think I know we're still on this? I probably should have waited till after. Do you think
That's
we should
fine.
do the Kill Tony cat meow in the roar?
Yeah. Like at like probably
45
seconds, probably
Yeah.
hit the cat meow and then hit the roar. I'll find a way to edit this shit in. So
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have four to seven people on. We've got a couple people still waiting on answers from. One of our good friends is a big IU guy, but he's a complete moron. He said he was going to be on. The second he sees the list of questions, he's backing out. I know that for sure.
And
The guy knows nothing about college basketball.
Uncle Dill had the invite, and I'm gonna send him over the list tonight, and I bet he backs out too. So
yeah, it's
Uncle Dill,
there's a couple people who, when they see this list, are going to be like, it's 24 questions, 3 topics. Basically, we're going to do one topic on players, coaches, that kind of stuff throughout the country. One topic on conference stuff. One topic kind of overviewing March Madness, full season kind of stuff, and then there'll be a bonus round to decide the winner with some questions that nobody's going to know what the questions are until the time comes. So it'll be a good time. Please tune into that. It'll either be out Friday night or Saturday morning. It's going to be recorded. We're not going to go live for it. But really appreciate everybody who does listen to us. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 250 subscribers shortly. We're at like 236 or that's 237. Really trying to keep growing this channel. Every time we stall out for a little bit, I start freaking out. So don't let us do that. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family.
Might do a small giveaway at 250. That's a pretty big, a quarter of a century or a quarter of 1,000.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big deal. So maybe we can give away a card or something like that at 250. But
Honda Civic, 1974 Honda Civic.
No. I just got a new car and I cannot afford another one. So
yeah, for sure. My son, we were going to catch him for a while. He's up to 450 subscribers now. Every time I get close, he like decides to start posting videos again, and he just gains freaking followers like insanely fast.
Yeah, but we have to be almost perfect in this industry, whereas the gaming industry is a little more forgiving, and kids are a little more, they understand YouTube a little better with the subscription and how it works. So it's harder.
It does mean a lot to us.
To adults, to get them to subscribe, you really got to bring some value. So we appreciate everyone.
Yeah, if you do subscribe, it means a lot. And share with your friends. Create a second YouTube account and just subscribe with that. That's fine with me too. I don't need it to be real. I'll take, if you know like a bunch of people in China. Like, have them subscribe. I'm cool with any of that.
Burner.
No, we appreciate you guys. That's the recap for the Oregon game. Should be a good game. Should be a big Purdue victory. Really excited. This is going to be a great weekend in college basketball. There's a lot of awesome games. Duke, North Carolina, Illinois, and Michigan State. Michigan State's about to lose right now to Minnesota. Minute left. They're down 9. And, you've got BYU at home against Houston. There's the Tennessee, Kentucky. Tons of good games all over the place. Florida at Texas A&M. So, really excited for the weekend of college hoops. Really excited for the show on Friday. I appreciate everybody. And as always, thank you for watching, and share it with a friend. Peace out.
Later. Boiler up.